What's up guys, macadii here. Now today I'm bringing you guys the second NU battle for this session. Now, I've been looking at this guy's team and I was like, this is a very, very familiar team. And I realised that actually it's Hayden's team from his last Showdown session. So that's going to be quite interesting. So we know what sets he's got actually. We've got a physically defensive Vileplume, specially defensive Miltank, Specs, Electrode, Sub Calm Mind, which is max HP, max special attack, an Assault Vest Gallade, and a Scarfed Primate. So that's definitely going to pay in our favour because we know exactly what sets he's going to be bringing. So in terms of lead, I'm just going to double check what sort of speed Primate is. 95 speed, okay. So I could start off with Reaper, and that could be an option. But then if he decides to bring out the Electrode, we are in a little bit of problems. But then I do have Oversized hands. I'm going to lead off with Reaper because I know I can get a really good hit off on whatever I want. I'm not going to overpredict. I'm going straight out into that Golurk because if I can force a switch and get a sub up, that is going to be beautiful. So hopefully this will work. This will work out. We'll see. I know he does lack a defogger, so I am going to be getting rocks up as soon as I can. He is Specs as well, as I said, so we can go for the sub here, and that means he's in a bit of a predicament because I think I can still 2-hit KO this Vileplume right here, or at least do a lot of damage. So my most damaging move is probably the EQ here, so we're going to go for the EQ. Yep, that does do enough to actually KO him. Oh, maybe not now. I did forget that he would be getting some HP back from that. We could just go... Let's just go straight out into Reaper, because we know for a fact Giga Drain is just going to do absolutely nothing. And we could go for the Aerial Ace here, because he really doesn't have anything that can switch in. So we're going to go for the Aerial Ace, because that's probably our most damaging move to his whole team. And I really want to get his Vileplume out the way, because once the Vileplume's out the way, Golurk is going to have a field day. And that is one dead Vileplume. Does snag the poison though, which is a bit of a pain. But what can you do really? He does go out into the Primate, which is, I know for a fact, is Scarfed. We're just going to go out into water, no water for you. No need to overpredict. He does go for the U-turn. We could have stayed in and overpredicted there, but it wasn't really worth it, to be honest. He goes out into the Electrode here. So we have a few options. We can stay in, as he may decide to go for the Volt Switch. I think this has the HP Grass. And I'm pretty sure that's what he's been going to be going for. So we're going to go out into Moo Cow because we have got the Sap Sipper. There you go. This is the problem of using popular YouTuber sets, is you end up knowing exactly what sort of thing they're running. So we can go for the Stealth Rock here, as Assault Vest Gallade, he had knockoff. I don't think he had the Leaf Blade. So we can go out into no water for you here. Knockoff, not too bad to be honest, because we can just recover up here. I know that was a crit, but what can you do? And we do manage to live that reasonably well. And we can just recover here. And I think we're just going to recover stall. Is our best bet right now. Because we can bring him down to a level of health where he's just going to be pretty uncomfortable really. And he is forced out into the Uxie now. So what we're going to do here is... I know for a fact he's going for the sub. But we could go into a few things. We could go into Oversized hands. I'm quite tempted by Reaper actually. And I think that's our best bet, because I think I can take a Psyshock or a Giga Drain and just go for probably the Bug Bite is the best bet. So let's go for, unless we go for a U-turn here, because he's probably going to go for a Psyshock. Let's go for the Bug Bite. I still have ways around this, because I can take that, and from there, a Bug Bite is going to be able to KO this Uxie, and it's pretty much going to KO anything else that wants to come in. The Miltank does come out, 35%, so maybe that's the defense. Oh, I can't remember now. But anyway, I know for a fact it can't touch Oversized hands. I can go for the sub, and now he's in a bit of a predicament, because obviously the only move he really had was T-Wave, and even then, T-Wave isn't doing much. If he does decide to stay in a Milk Drink, he's still in a massive predicament, because a Focus Punch from this just, yeah, absolutely wrecks. Yeah, this Golurk makes me so happy. because something's got to die now. He does decide to set up his rocks. Whether that was a good play or not, we shall have to see, because I know for a fact he cannot touch me, so I get a free Focus Punch. Absolutely lovely. And I think Focus Punch is the way to go, because he's going out into the Uxie, where we can Shadow Punch straight after this as well. And, it still does a lot of damage. And 2 Shadow Punches will be able to clean up from there. I know he's got the Giga Drain. Decides to go for the Psyshock here, as we are able to KO that with the Shadow Punch. That is a massive threat out the way. Yeah, we seem to be doing quite well. This definitely isn't his set, so he goes out into the Primeape. Probably a knockoff coming our way, so we can just go out into Quagsire, because his only real answer to this is the Electrode. And once the Electrode's out the way, Beat Up. Doesn't it get knockoff? Maybe it doesn't get knockoff. Oh, I don't think it does, thinking about it. Well, what we can do here is we can just go for either a Scald or an EQ here. Maybe even an EQ, just in case that Electrode wants to come in. Does about the same, but the burn chance would be really good to have as well. So, maybe just EQ. I think I'm going to go for the EQ. The Gallade does come out. Well, that's fine. We know we can handle this. So, we're just going to go for... how much damage does it do? Did it do before? Close Combat did do quite a bit. But then his defenses are going to drop. So, he's going to have to KO himself on this if he wants to do anything about it. So, EQ probably is the way to go. Drain Punch, I guess that is an option. But I am going to be able to... I'm going to recover up this turn. Because he can Drain Punch away, but I can still KO him relatively comfortably. Or even start setting up curses. I'm actually going to curse this turn and be a bit cheeky. Oh, he's in trouble now. Because I can EQ right here. And I'm quite tempted to, predicting the Electrode switch. Nope, he doesn't. Fair enough. And an EQ doesn't KO. So that probably... was a bit of an over-prediction on my part, which is a shame, but he does decide to CC here. I have a few things that outspeed, so I have a few, probably the best bet is to go into Sinistar, because I can go for probably a Flash Cannon is the best bet. I don't think a Rapid Spin is going to, yeah, Rapid Spin is definitely not going to KO. And just get this thing out the way, because this is the main threat. Because we can work around the Primeape and everything like that. So we're going to go for the Flash Cannon's best bet, just in case he has thick fat on that Miltank. We should be able to 2-hit KO that. He won't die to rocks, so he has still got another hit off with this. So he may decide to stay in. And he does end up sacking that off, which is fair enough, to be honest. But he does go into the Primeape here. Now, I think it's time for Sinistar to go down. I'm just going to go for a last ditch Rapid Spin. Because he's probably going to U-turn here, and I don't want to get any switch initiative. And whatever he goes out into, I can deal with from there. So he goes out into the Electrode. We could go into Oversized Hands here, because we can then force him to get locked into, we'll get him forced, we'll force him to lock himself into the HP Grass. We'll go out into Moo Cow, because that is his only play, if he wants to keep this Electrode alive. And if I start subbing up as well, if I can get a sub up, it's GG, pretty much. So, I think that's the best bet from here. So we go out into the Miltank here, as he does go for the HP Grass. So that's really, really good. And we can just go for a Body Slam here. And something's going to take quite a big hit. The Miltank comes in. Body Slam, 23%. We don't get the power though. But I think we just go out into Oversized Hands, because there's not much this guy can do to us. As he does go for the Milk Drink. That's fair enough. He can recover all he wants to do. Do whatever he wants. We're just going to go for the sub here, because we can set up all over this Miltank and do what we want. And this Golurk is going to cause him some issues, because something's going to have to die now. Whether he goes out into the Electrode or the Primeape, Yeah, either one of those is going down. Because Focus Punch... Oh, for some reason my phone is going off. I'll get rid of that. Sorry, guys. So he decides to go for the Body Slam. We can just go for the Focus Punch here, as he does decide to switch out into his Electrode. This is a dead Electrode. Yeah, and we still preserve the sub as well. We do take Aftermath damage, but with the leftovers, it's not too bad. And we do end up winning that game. So that was actually a really, really good game. There's a few moments where I thought I was going to be sort of on the back foot there, but yeah, it seemed to have worked out quite well. And Golurk putting in so much work. I just absolutely love that set. So I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.